Good afternoon. Happy Monday. It is Angie from Learn Love Tarot here to bring you messages of direction towards our best and highest good using the energies of the daily moon cycle and the planetary aspects surrounding us. This message is timeless as energy is cyclical. So do trust that whenever you find it, you are meant to find it. Thank you in advance for sharing your energy with me by subscribing to the channel so that the messages can align with you more energetically. And if you do find anything contained in today's message, please consider hitting the like button to let me know that. And also leaving comments and sharing this reading with others helps grow my channel for our other like-minded folks. You can learn more about me and how to book a personal reading by going to my homepage. And with that, we'll go ahead and get started with the sun's energy today, being at the Sabian symbol of 17 Virgo. And that's about a volcano erupting. So this card here is going to be the emotions maybe that need to be released or anything that might be blocking you. And I'm shopping now, shopping. I'm shuffling now and asking where do we think destiny is leading us with that beautiful water trine pointing towards Pisces. We just had our full moon there. What has been revealed possibly? Where do you think? Okay, so we think that the door to spirit is being opened. There's the dove of peace I had on my graphics. And the thing that's interesting also for me today is this Mercury and Virgo 12 symbol. I've talked about this quite a bit. A bride with her veil snatched away. The veil is symbolic of secrets that have been preserved, aka up until the wedding night. Now, this is about when the veil is snatched away, unveiling the mysteries of all types of intimate relationships. So, in that communication center, of Mercury there in Virgo, it's a reorientation. So perhaps we're reorienting to one of peace through the help of spirit. Yeah. And there's that angel of balance in our emotions, the watery depths of Pisces, then trining with Cancer and Scorpio. So on the bottom there. Now, that can be deeply tied, with 12th house Pisces being the soul's journey in the house of our undoing. This can stretch back to many lifetimes for you. And it could also have to do with emotions needing released this lifetime. Now, what do we think? That was what we think destiny is leading us. What is actually? Where is destiny actually leading us? Into patience. Number 16 is the Tower. So this patience could be learned from something sudden and automatic. Now, this time is set to what looks like 10, 11 or 10, 12 here. Patience and balance being that water energy of the Pisces hanged man energy, doing a 180. That is exactly where, with this 12 here, 48 is a 12. That's exactly where the moon sits at its fullest light, is 180 degrees. So where it's actually leading us is into this patience or temperance energy, Saggy energy, crossed by 36, which is a 9, the second chakra being passion. So second chakra is Archangel Ariel. And that is about utilizing creativity in order to release fears that are also stored in that orange sacral chakra. Okay. And fears, especially with this 9 and 9, leading to a broken heart, could tap back into your roots, guys. And we have no idea that those patterns are still playing out. So let's see where we go here. All right. So on this spread here, let's come back and see what volcano of emotions may be erupting. This could have to do with feelings of inadequacy. The block could be that someone in your past made you feel inadequate. It was their insecurities put on you. So, why are we still listening to that voice? And here is that for me, in the environmental energy, here, the fear of creating something new because of other things that has ended. So, whatever might be 99 problems, what is not one is any sense of inadequacy. You are not inadequate. You are perfect just how you are. And we need to release and forgive those people that perhaps in your life made you feel that way. Sending a big hug out there to everyone who has experienced that. And this could be what still needs to be released and let go of at the culmination of that full moon energy there in Pisces. And then the sun today helps us release the blocks. So maybe you think you're well on your way here, and you keep getting interrupted, or more puzzle pieces of that Sag energy just keep coming in. Okay, so let's see what's the possible blocks surrounding you in your environmental energy. Anybody else's anxiousness or anxiety, they are overriding. That anxiousness is like sitting in a rocking chair, right? It overrides thoughts, leading to physical symptoms of rapid heart rate and breathing. Feel your pulse, bring it down to a natural, slow rhythm. So, with this balance energy and our emotions needing calming, perhaps this is a situation around you that has brought in this anxiousness, and then this is re-triggering some feelings of inadequacy here. But let's see where we go here, guys. There's a little bit more time. I feel like if we thought we were ready to go into that peace and healing energy, this 32 here of 5 or change. So Hierophant energy, peace be with you here. And that's the guru, the shaman, the guide. It takes time, right? I just heard love takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. Okay, who's that? Mariah Carey? Do not know the year of that off the top of my head, but I know yesterday when I posted my notes, this is catching my attention here because Building a Mystery with Sarah McLachlan was the song from yesterday, and that talks about unveiling the mysteries. All right, guys, let's see here where we go with our 9-card spread. This is a general reading for you. Please only take what you get a natural sense of knowing about, and not anything that doesn't talk to you right away. You'll know it right away if we have to overthink it or get confused or think maybe it could be this, maybe it could be that. That's going too far. So it'll resonate automatically, okay? And we'll get some advice from our animal spirits here at the end. So if you want to take the moment to jot down any animals that you've seen, especially with that full moon energy over the weekend, and maybe even your own personal signs and symbols, we'll see where we go here. All right. Let's see what our little side message is here. Okay, so maybe we've stepped away from some kind of peaceful energy and we've been back and forth here. I mean, all this cups, all this water energy, you have to be able to walk away from what is not suiting you emotionally, right? And have the patience in order for yourself to find that perhaps missing puzzle piece, that missing cup in the sky. But here, this is a situation where it's out of balance, right? Because we have one side of the lemniscate that's bigger than the other. Wanted to use my Souls on Fire deck here with the moon just newly fresh into Aries at 2:37 p.m. here Eastern Standard Time. So let's see what's crossing this here. This is center, left, right. So just doing a quickie reading today. I hope that's okay. It's my attempt anyway at a quickie reading. So crossing it, center, left, and right. Okay, here comes in this fear energy, guys, with that Five of Cups. That's Scorpio here. And here's our Pisces energy with that 10 of Cups. Maybe you are tossing around the ideas of what is a happy family, right? Again, it is not, a lot of us were raised, and they were also raised, our parents were raised by the same token of white picket fence outside means everything is okay on the inside, when really everything on the inside is out of balance. Okay. And so this could be a facade, the veil, right? The secrets that have been hidden behind the front door to that beautiful white picket fence. And due to that suppression of, we can't talk about things that hurt us, right? Then moving forward, we carry that fear that really disrupts our creative flow here. And balance is being called for. Whoever this reading is for, it's as a situation of somebody that you love or that loves you. The 10 of Cups encompasses every person that we care about and that cares about us. And we've got this 10-10 energy here as well, the ending of something. So we see walking away from something that has been long over here, and it's requiring patience here to get back into an energy of peace. Okay, so there's a missing puzzle piece that love takes time, okay, to heal when you're hurting so much. Moving forward, as you are stepping back into your spirituality, filling your own heart's cup regarding a situation that you possibly have regret for, or someone else is holding regret for, and focusing on the spilt milk of this situation. We want to definitely tap into that creative energy to help heal that broken heart, and also understand that this is like mission energy, right? This has been culminating for a long time, like I said, perhaps in your own soul's journey. We do have a crescent moon, so the environmental energy of this, when this door to spirit can open here, could be after the new moon in Virgo on the 21st. That could be the time period of when this balance comes back in. And we do still have that full moon eclipse energy, that conclusions are within reach here. So let's get some questions out here. What is this spilt milk here? Give me more on this broken heart energy, something that has already been released and walked away from in the past here. And then with Cancer and Jupiter, this is our Cancer card here, that symbol for the planet of expansion. We're in a theme of this is the last part of the theme of maturity, and it's gondoliers and a serenade. And it's about the celebration of permitted emotional expression. Romance is approved and supported. And I know it's scary after heartache. Okay, especially if we had idealized romance or idealized what family was, right? Um, you have the castle here, but behind the castle walls could have been a completely different scenario. But perhaps this focus here is, it's going to just take time and patience, guys, to heal with this kind of hurt. Okay. 10 swords is not the greatest of fun energies, right? And is the last deacon of Gemini. And that turns into an Ace of Swords. This truth then can balance out and have him focusing on the one cup of our own and how to fill that on our way back to our own castle. Okay. All right. Let's see what this, how to turn this around. There we go. How do we get this character that is in the environmental energy? Okay, strength, balance. Today's energy of today's 8th day of September. 989 adds up to a 26, which is an 8, the path of vulnerability. Holding on to the star connection, meaning this is all about healing as well, and healing through the use of purple, through the use of our third eye, tapping into our oversoul. And this is also takes time. It's not just a wish or a 3 of wands. I'm expecting my manifestation to come in. It requires an inner balance of yin and yang in order to bring this peaceful energy in. Okay. We have to stay tethered to those hopes and dreams, and we have to take action toward them for them to actually come into fruition. So, this could be a person in your environmental energy that is going to help you balance, or this is an energy just saying the outer energies are also trying to balance at this time, and have patience with that. So, we have this here as well. Right, have patience with that. Okay, let's see what that crossing energy is. Page of Cups. So this could be an apology from someone that has balanced himself or what is upcoming. Like I said, after that Virgo eclipse on the 21st, this could be healing this broken heart energy, especially if this is a person whose anxieties have thrown their own self out of balance, worrying about what hasn't happened yet that we can't do a darn thing about, right? Except change or raise our own vibrational frequency. Okay, so someone wants to maybe apologize for the imbalance. Looks like this is an apology here for some kind of game playing, and there were no winners here. Yeah, in this month, Virgo energy. Okay, it's been slow to come. They've been on a geriatric horse, whatever this apology is about. But they're wanting to release this burden so that they can balance their own energy. Okay, this might be in your environmental energy as well. Take it however it resonates for you. What is the best way here? Advice from spirit for my listeners here, for my learning lovers, to tap into their own Queen of Cups, where romance is approved and supported when this regret is released. Okay, I feel like you're the ones, if this message is for you here, this is really this old thought pattern, this old belief is what threw you out of balance. And you're walking away from those old beliefs. We're releasing the pain of that. Give me more on Queen of Cups, especially if this is romance is approved and supported. Wow, can't make it up. Okay. So our 1111 energy there, and the balance comes in when our cup is full. We're going towards what makes our emotions into that ninth cup. That is wish fulfillment here, tapping into the energy of the star, that sister energy. Okay, being anxious about what could happen based on what has happened doesn't do us a bit of good, except delay what is supposed to be coming to us. And underneath that environmental energy, more water here, Pisces, following our intuition, opening up this door to spirit. That's the change here, moving into and trusting esoteric knowledge. I mean, I say it all the time. That's what turns the wheel of fate here, is our own inner yin and yang. Here's your yin, and the cup is waiting for the yang. Okay, I did it. And so this is what I'm waiting for spirit here to bring me my reward. And the reward is the end of a cycle. And there's your temperance. Okay, I love that. It's the end of a cycle that could have been or could be upcoming, quite shocking. But remember, what is torn down has a chance to be rebuilt stronger. And that's what this is all about, guys. And there's the hangman energy again. For us to get to the 180, it's just a little more patience, okay? And perhaps the only emotion that is still needing to be balanced here for yourself is this feeling of inadequacy. Could be that emotional block to the door to spirit or that esoteric knowledge. So let's try to get up there in that higher vibration, surrounding energy. I mean, Pisces and Pisces book ending there, Pisces full moon. Can't make it up. I love this. Okay. Let's get some advice for all signs wherever this is heading here. Let's start off with Virgo. So for this reading with the sun in Virgo, that is going to be affecting us all. Advice on releasing emotional blocks and personal faults. Yeah. And all the green. And look at her little crystal ball here. Clear out the emotional clutter. It takes time. We can't just go, oh, I'm over that. You have to really do the work of walking and releasing it. This is a card of release. There's nothing more to be done from the past energy, right? All we can do is heal the imbalance that is causing for those we love and that love us. All right, let's go Libra through Leo. Libra, advice for Leo about releasing the emotional blocks or personal faults that need to be eliminated there with that South Node coming up in Virgo. You know, during Virgo season, it's always feel like it's time to clean up the mess here. And that 28 is coordinating with that 10 Wheel of Fortune energy. All right, Libra, we got 2 here. Doesn't surprise me, yin yang. Wolf spirit turning knowledge into wisdom. So 13 could represent something that has ended here. Scorpio coming up, or excuse me, Scorpio sitting there with Black Moon Lilith, trusting in the mysteries. And then Virgo energy, we have unveiling the mysteries. So Libra, instead of holding on to that pain here, we want to make sure that we are being at home in our own body. There's our temperance energy again with the 14. And that is the third time that energy will be coming up here. So maybe that's what is going to help this balance, or this is the final puzzle piece of being able to be at home in our own heart's home. Okay. All right. Let's check out some advice for Scorpio. That water trine has been no joke. All right, Scorpio, that was pretty quick here. And it did come out in the reverse, 61 being a 7 of angelic protection. Give with gratitude and grace. So maybe it's been giving like begrudgingly. Okay. The emotional block is I don't want to have to give back to something that has not given to me, or maybe it's a bit tit for tat. Okay. Or maybe even in the Scorpio portion of your chart, it says about that symbol is a parrot listening and then talking. Okay. So maybe we give plenty of advice, or we ask for it and it needs to be reciprocated here on that other side of the lemniscate, wherever that imbalance is sitting in the Scorpio portion of your chart. And it's also the meaning of that symbol, Black Moon Lilith in Scorpios, trusting in the mysterious inner voice of guidance. So we see that door to spirit here, and we had the High Priestess and spiritual enlightenment here card of the Hanged Man come up as well. All right, Scorpio. Okie dokie. Now let's look at Sagittarius. Saggy. There's nothing currently sitting in Sagittarius here, not the asteroids or any of the main personal or generational planets. Okay, we'll have a look at this top one. All right, Sagittarius, 15, 13, and 45. So the miracles are endless. That would be a 15 of the devil. And then we have this loyalty, fire energy as well with these sunflowers. Could be the Aries moon affecting here. And seeing if there's miracles all around, being grateful for what we do see. Cats have been coming up so much, claiming your independence in some way, Sagittarius, and then at the same time, watching your words. Now, parrot, I was just mentioning that. So, Sagittarius, I was just talking about Black Moon Lilith and Scorpio, a parrot listening and then talking. So I think I might want to say Saggies here, 45 being a 9, you know, watching, or it's not a filter of what we say. It feels more like of a respond rather than react. Okay. Hear them out, hear the situation out, because we don't want to make a situation work or end up hurting someone else by the words that we say. Okay. I feel like that one here is a continuation, like I said, from the Scorpio as well, trusting the mysterious inner voice. That's definitely about independence. It's your own inner voice. And the miracles are endless, trusting the mysterious. Okay, then we have this parrot coming out again. So, for whatever reason, if you have heavy Sag in your chart, I would definitely look at the 3 water portions of your chart to see where that trusting energy needs to be directed toward as far as Scorpio, Black Moon, Lilith. Okay. Capricorn, let's come back over here to our Earth column here. Advice for Capricorn about releasing emotional blocks and eliminating personal faults. Now, Saggies usually just say it like it is, but that's what I appreciate about Sag. So, but it does say watch your words. So this could even be someone that needs to be a little more careful towards their words with you. Okay. Okay. All right. Back to Capricorn. Advice for Capricorn about the release of emotional blocks and eliminating personal faults. Be here in the now, not in the past, and not anxiously awaiting the future. This is hummingbird spirit here, another 7. So that is angelic protection, and just go day by day rather than falling into those inadequacies or insecurities, letting them get the best of you. This could just be for the Capricorn portion of your chart. Okay. Trust in divine detours there. If there has been a tower moment, something that has been quickly taken away, that's what happens during eclipse energies, and especially with Earth here, clearing out the clutter. Trust in that divine detour and go with the flow. Just keep moving those figure 8 wings, okay, here. All right, Capricorn, let's get out of the past and get out of the anxiety of the future and just focus on what you need to do today. All right, Aquarius coming into the air element. I'm going to scoot these guys over so you guys can see the columns here. Okay, air, Aquarius. What is Aquarius releasing? Emotional blocks or personal faults? Badger spirit. So tying back over up here into Sagittarius with the cows could have to do with fire energy with those sunflowers. Be fearless and bold here. So it feels like air signs might be going through a little bit here, especially with that Ten of Swords. And Uranus and Gemini is asking us to unfold a clear belief, or a clear belief is unfolding on the dependability of universal abundance, right? And when we go through endings, that can be very hard to think of abundant energy. And there's a 4 here, Emperor, be fearless and bold. Okay, squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Definitely, if something's knocked your confidence here, Aquarius, then let's move it forward. We do have Pluto in Aquarius under the symbol of an unexpected thunderstorm. Trust the great mystery. So I was just reading the Uranus. A clear belief unfolds and the dependability of universal abundance. That's an 11 energy there. Whale spirit is the high priestess, which we saw several times. Okay, that's where this transformation might be happening for you. Pisces. Pisces. Okay. We're going to pair this with Turkey spirit here. Pisces, what about the release of emotional blocks and advice on eliminating personal faults, please? And thank you for Pisces. Getting lots of 5s in the shuffle. Pisces change. Okay. All right, Seahorse, Pisces 53 is an 8, path of vulnerability for today. And here's our sun energy of 19. Pisces, watch and wait. Again, more patience is needed here. Temperance energy. There's more pieces of the puzzle to still come in. This could be a role reversal. Something you didn't think would flip over into that 180 degrees. And the dog spirit is asking us to be loyal to what you love, focus on your joy, your creative energy, and not on that anxiousness of the past or anything that made you feel inadequate. And then therefore makes you feel anxious moving forward. Okay, as long as you're doing what you love, you're following your heart, you're filling your heart's cup, you're going to be just fine with that North Node in Pisces there. All right, let's move right into Aries. Okay, Aries, koala spirit 35. Again, with today's strength energy, spirit has a plan. Door to Spirit's opening here, Aries, but it needs a little more time here. Perhaps with that 8, there's still, especially with that 2 of Pentacles, maybe you got too much going on in the Aries part of your chart, but understand that Spirit does have something laid out for you. And wanting it to happen now rather than when it's supposed to happen, unfortunately, doesn't make it happen any quicker. It does not work that way. All right, Spirit has a plan, and that could be They have to put some things in alignment here, which is why it needs more time. Dream the world into being. Maybe you need to be more specific on what you are asking for, especially as that new moon in Virgo coming up on the 21st. So releasing emotional blocks and personal faults, Aries, maybe it's just there's a little impatience there. Okay. I got another flipper as I was saying that. Take time out, another 9. Okay. This is my Clint Bearwood. So it feels like we need to end this expectation, or we need to end some kind of impatience. Just slow your roll. Let's wherever the life area of Aries is sitting in our chart, we need to slow our roll in that life area. All right, Taurus, let's finish off this Earth line up here. Advice for Taurus about releasing emotional blocks and eliminating personal faults. How can we do that in the Taurus portion of our chart? All right, turtles come up upside down. It's a 62, so another 8 energy here. Slow and steady wins the race. It might be you're trying to go kind of like Aries here, try to go a little bit too fast, and we just got to slow it down and allow things to take the time that they take. I know that's easier said than done. I totally get it. All right, what about for Gemini here in our air column? There's that peace dove coming in. If you want to call in peace, okay, then we've got to be the energy that we want to call in. Then we need to be peace. We cannot be peaceful when we're doing way too much, spinning too many plates here. All right, Gemini, right here. Now, hold on. Down here. Okay, Gemini. There's our horse, Katy Perry. Okay. Uranus, the shock. Freedom is yours. 6 is the path of freedom. So tie me back over into the Sag energy as well, because we've been seeing those a lot. I believe my Saturday song was, we got Dark Horse energy coming in again. She's a beast. I call her Karma. Balancing that out. Looks like you are releasing perhaps some kind of karmic energy wherever Gemini sits in your own birth chart. And that could be coming or stemming from a newfound belief in yourself. You might have already felt like you've done a 180 with that adding up to a 12 of our hanged man energy. Okay. All right. You've already planted that seed here, Gemini. All right. Looking at Cancer energy, our water column here. Advice for Cancer about releasing emotional blocks or eliminating personal faults. Well, that's quite the chunk. So I'm going to take the top card. Laying a solid foundation, or a 6 is under that. Okay. So looks like taking some advice here from Gemini, freedom can be yours. And in order to feel peace and get this door to spirit to open, Cancer, you've got your cup there. Here in the near future, we've got to be peace and let those past regrets or pains go. More High Priestess energy with this is an electric eel, but this always looks like a whale tail to me. And another 6 here, bring your ideas into life. So a high energy of creativity. And again, in the sky, we've got abundance with Jupiter in Cancer, gondoliers on a serenade. So maybe you just need to speak out your ideas in some way, wherever that Cancer part of your chart is. what life areas that represents. And last but not least, advice for Leo, releasing the emotional blocks and the personal faults. Okay. Wow. Okay, transformation is beautiful. I'll take these top two here, and that's very chameleon. That's gecko, the chameleon. I don't know if chameleons are the same way as geckos. If they lose their tail, they regrow them like a starfish. Here's the 14 again of temperance. Act as if, Leo. Transformation is beautiful. We've got an 11 energy there of justice and time to collaborate. 111. One of the planets, I believe it was at 1 degrees 11 minutes, one of the generational planets. So they're moving pretty slow. I believe it was Pluto and Aquarius. All right, so Leo, it's unlikely for a Leo to not feel that confidence, but maybe that's only in that life area of your chart. I would say be open to other people's ideas. There's that puzzle piece. So collaboration could be the key here. Maybe Spirit is bringing you a collaborator to help with this transformation. Be playful. So it feels like it's like anti-Leo here, time for beginner's mind. We've got to be willing and ready to start over someplace. But this missing puzzle piece, it feels like there's a lack of confidence for whatever reason. And when it's a new beginning, of course, something can feel uneasy. We've got Venus sitting there in Leo and also Fortuna. So honoring our privative impulses to praise Spirit with our own style and understanding. Okay. So open up. I feel like Leo's being uncharacteristically not themselves here, especially if you're going through something unexpected. All of a sudden, you got your wings and you didn't quite ask for them. And if this is something brand new coming to you in the Leo portion of your chart, um, act as if, just have fun. Try not to make too much judgment about it, okay? Because that peacock spirit will come right back out. That's more Leo feeling to me. All right, guys. I hope that helps. And please let me know in the comments. I appreciate your beautiful likes, subscribes, and shares. And until next time, much love for now.